Hi there, my name is Rosalind. I'm a first-time mum and I started making some videos on YouTube just with little bits of the experience so far, and I made some on like what to pack for a hospital bag, things like that. I do keep meaning to do a like what did I use video. I will do that at some point. But yeah, the next step for us, our wee one is 5 months. So we were looking ahead to weaning, and I thought I would do a little video, and I'm actually quite nervous about it. So if anyone's got any tips, any recommendations, like please put in the comments below, and it'll give me something else to look at and make me feel a bit more confident. So yeah, I'll start off with what I started off with. I started off by getting a couple of books that friends recommended me. So the first one is How to Wean Your Baby, and it's by Charlotte Sterling Reed. And this offers a few things. So the first part of it is like information breakdown for everything and anything. And then it takes you on like a step-by-step, day-by-day of what you're going to feed your baby. So for me, that's really helpful to take out a lot of the guesswork. It's, day one, broccoli, and it shows you how to prepare it and give it to them. And then the end of the book is recipes for just general dinners and stuff, which is fab. So I'm really looking forward to using this, and it's taken a bit of the sort of guesswork out of it for me, which I really like. And then the next book that I got, my friend recommended, is What Mummy Makes by Rebecca Wilson. And I've heard quite a lot of people use this actually in different groups I've been to. And this is just basically so that whatever you're making for you and your partner or whoever, it can also feed the baby as well. So it's ideal rather than making like special little meals for them, and it makes them feel more included. So I'm looking forward to that in terms of like us all sitting down together and eating the same thing. So I am looking forward to that one. And the final one I've got is Ella's Kitchen, a first foods book, which someone gave us, which was lovely. So again, it's just more recipe ideas of what we can feed the baby. So yes, that's part like one of what I got. The other thing that I did is it was actually free. I did a course on child and baby CPR, which I know is like a heavy topic and it's not something you want to think about. But for me personally, I'm going to be the one predominantly feeding our baby. My husband works during the day, and then from what I've read, it suggests you feed the baby during lunchtime. So if there's any allergy reactions or anything, you've got the day to sort of notice it and figure it out. So I felt a lot of pressure just, if something does go wrong, do I know what to do? I've done adult first aid courses before because I used to work offshore. So I had that, but babies is just different, and I just thought it'd be nice to get a refresher. And there was actually a lovely lady up in our Arbroath that done it on her own free time. It was a free course, and it was just so worthwhile. I'm really glad I did it. And I think even like we go away every year with like a group of friends, and we've got kids in varying ages. And choking is just something that we never really think about, but I'm glad now I've kind of got that knowledge in the back burner. So hope I never ever need to use it, but I'm glad I've done it now. So now I'll move on to something a bit happier, which is all the little bits and bobs that I've bought to help in this journey. Before I get started, actually, I've just been to Home Bargains this morning, and they've got like a whole load of stuff in for weaning, and they've got different weaning kits, all sorts of different plates, cutlery. So if you're looking now in the UK, Home Bargains has great things. So I actually got these here. I'd already kind of picked up most of the weaning bits already, but this is just a little food pots that I thought, see for any leftovers, or if you're doing multiple days worth of food, you can get them all prepped. And at the moment, it's just like first tastes for the baby, so it's not like they're eating full meals. So I thought these little pots would be great. So I've got that, and the health visitor gave us this little sippy cup. It's like a really basic little sippy cup, which can get us started. But what our friends have also gifted us is one of these. So all my friends' kids have these non-spill cups. So I think it's when they put their lips here, it releases something and it allows it to flow. So we've got that as well for cups. And then another cup as well. I've also seen, I'm not sure how this will work. Practically, they're little tiny sippy cups. They're actually quite heavy. But they've not got any lids. I think it's just to try and get kids used to drinking out of a proper cup. So I feel like it's going to be very messy, but I've got them to give them a go. We have a Bibadoo vest, which again, somebody gave us this, someone with 2 kids, so she was very much anticipating what we would need. And that can cover, I think, up over the high chair a little bit from looking for the photo. So that'll hopefully keep some of the mess at bay. We've got a friend who's weaning just now, and see some of the photos she sent me. It's just chaos. So we'll see how we go on. And then we have these little fresh feeders. And I think, again, these were gifted. We've got really good friends and family that were looking out for us. And I think these are little ones that you can put like frozen bits in, or little bits of food for them to like mush up and taste. So they can just kind of get the juice of it out. I think I'm pretty sure I've seen on Instagram people put like breast milk in and froze it, so if their babies are teething, they can kind of work on that. So, I've just noticed it's a women-owned Canadian company. That's quite nice. Melly. So, yes, I've got all these, and then the last bit that I have bought, I just got off of Amazon. Oh, that was organised. Little Tots off of Amazon. I've actually not opened it, so I'm going to see how it actually all looks. So, it's a little weaning set. Alright, so we have another cup. She'll have all the cups. This one's got a little straw with it. I think this one might be quite a good one because me and my husband have both got like big cups with straws on, and she's always trying to get the straw out of them and put it in her mouth, so I think she might be really interested in that. And I like that it's kind of got the 2 handles for her to grip onto. It's got this little dinky like panda bear sorry, words are escaping me, bowl, and it's got a little suction bit so it can stick to the high chair. And then I've also got these little, I think these must be like beginner forks and spoons. Obviously a bit easier for them to grip onto, which is nice. Got a little plasticky bib. I don't know how useful this will be if I'm honest, but we can give it a bash. And then finally got the big plate, and knife and fork. So that's what's all in this kit. For me, I saw a lot of different plates where they were like separated out into like 3 different sections. And my brother was a very picky eater growing up, and one of his things was food couldn't touch, food couldn't mix, everything had to be in its separate plates or separate areas. And so I don't know if this is just, for me, I think it'd be helpful if everything's on the one bit of the plate. It does have the little ears if I want to put like a dip or something in, but I think in general for food I'm going to try and keep it so it's all on one plate like you would have as an adult, and instead of having everything separated, because I think if she gets used to that, it then might freak her out if we start to introduce things all mixed together. So yeah, that was what's in that little Tots kit. Sorry, I'm just gonna make a bit more racket. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I wasn't sure how it was gonna look in person, but it seems to be quite good. So yeah, I think in terms of kit, we're sorted. We've got more than enough. Definitely got more than enough cups. I think for me, it's gonna just be, once we get over the hurdle of giving her the first bit and seeing how she acts, I know that gagging is part of it and part of them figuring out how to swallow and things like that, but I'm a bit nervous. So if anyone's got any tips or tricks, I need to work on my poker face. I know that you're supposed to keep all calm and collected so they don't panic. So I will work on that, and I'm going to let you know how I get on. So I'm trying to think how many weeks she is. She's over 5 months. She'll be 6 months on the 6th. So when we hit that, we're going to start trying foods, and I'll let you know how we get on. Yeah, I'm a bit excited. I am excited. I'm excited to see. I think she'll be happy to try these different things, but I'm a bit nervous as well. Okay, I've rambled enough. But if anyone wants me to reiterate any of these bits of kit, I'm not going to bother putting all the links in. But if there's anything particularly you didn't quite catch that I was showing you, just message a comment and I'll come back to you and let you know. So yeah, and check out Home Bargains if you're in the UK, because they have everything in just now. Alright, bye.